Alright, what's up guys, Vizardlord01 here. Gonna be making a quick little carpet python care tip video. Give you guys some tips on how to care for a carpet python my way. Now, like, notice I said my way, so this is how I care for my carpet python. I'm not saying that this is the absolute best way. I'm just saying that this is the way that I've been doing it and what works for me. You, of course, have your own choice, but this is what's been working for me for the past year with my carpet python female. I believe she's close to the jungle. She's not a year yet. She's just a few months shy of a year. She's like 9 months, I think. She's gotten pretty big. She went from pinky mice to adult mice now. So she's pretty good. But yeah, so I'm gonna go over just some of the basic stuff that I do in order to care for her. Alrighty, then. So carpet pythons. First off, are they for everybody? Well, personally, I'd say they're not for everyone because they do have some humidity and temperature requirements that are a bit more advanced than let's say corn snakes or whatever. So I wouldn't really say these guys are beginner snakes. They're like kind of in the middle, like intermediate. Like they make a good second or third snake, like corn snake, ball python, then carpet python. These guys are just really, they're cool, but it's just because of the humidity requirements in caging, and also the attitude that some of them have. I dealt with 2 carpet pythons. There's one right there, and it's another one in that tub. And from what I've dealt with, carpet pythons are pretty nippy. And don't comment on the condensation. It's just like that because I just sprayed down. When I spray the cages, I spray the sides of the cages. I don't really wet the mulch too much. I just spray the sides. I keep the mulch kind of dry. So it's pretty. I have a lot of ventilation, as you can see. But yeah, anyway, back to the video. Yeah, like I was saying, they're pretty nippy when they're younger. Like she's really nippy. Like she bites all the time. Like when they're younger. But so if you're gonna get a carpet python, you probably want to invest in some gloves because they will bite them. Really aggressive little guys. As you can hear hissing right there. So you're probably gonna want to invest in some gloves and even a snake hook. This is just a little cheap Zoom Ed snake hook. These things break pretty easily. Yeah, so you're gonna want to invest in some gloves and some snake hooks. Just because they're slim just because they're kind of slim, does not mean that you should. It just does not mean that their bites are soft, because these guys can really pack a punch when they bite. I've been bitten twice, both times intentionally, just to see how hard it was. But I know it's childish, but I just wanted to see. But now, now size. They get fairly, they get to a fairly decent size. Medium, large rats, maximum, probably. He's shitting. But yeah, like they'll get around, let's say, like it depends on the locale, because you have some like her, the coast. She's a coastal in the jungle, so she'll push anywhere. She'll push 8 and up. Like so, 8 feet, maybe bigger. So it really depends on the type of carpet python you get, but anywhere from 6 to 10 feet is not unheard of. So they get pretty long. They get a bit more thicker than what she is now naturally. We don't really start pitting on body weight until they're about a year old. Right now she's just getting some length to her. But let's get to the basics. Carpet pythons. You notice that I have all these vines in here, and then I have a little hide right there, and I have another hide, then a humid hide. All this stuff and necessities. Well, it's not really needed. Like they're not like ball pythons where, hey, I'm not hiding, so I'm stressed out, can kill myself. She's like carpet pythons. They're not like ball pythons, so you don't really need any hides or anything if you don't want to. It's just something that'd be really cool to put in there, because these snakes are really display snakes, so they'll make use of everything that you put in there. Like as you can see, she's on the vines that I have in there now. Like they're semi-arboreal, so like meaning like they don't need to climb in order to thrive like GTPs. But if you provide them with something to climb on, they will most definitely use it. She uses all of her hides, so that's something you need to keep in mind, that you don't need to, but it'd be good if you do supply them with some stuff to hide and climb on. This is a 28 quart tub. This will last her for uh, a while longer. It will last her maybe about another year. It'll last her before I have to upgrade her from it. Uh, you know, you can start these guys off in 10-gallon tanks, 28 quarts like this, even 16 quarts. Uh, 10-gallon tanks I would advise against. Like if you go back in my earlier videos, I had it in a tank, but my humidity, as you can see in the video, like it was like extremely low, and that's not good for them. These guys need fairly high humidity, around 50%. 50% is a bit low, but you know, 50% is just pushing it. Like, but you can keep it around 60, 70% maximum. I keep mine around 65% on average. Uh, and I have this tub that thanks to it. The rack really helps out with the humidity a lot. I'm using back heat for her, considering the fact that she's always on the vines. It's perfect. You know, gets her meal nice and digested and whatever. As for temperature requirements, I keep her hot side around 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and I keep the cool side around, what do I keep the cool side at anyway? 77. Cool side is 77. I'll try to get over there, but it's 90 over there, but I can't really get over there without getting bitten. So, yeah, but cool side around 90, this side around 76, 77. I don't ever drop the temperature. I keep it like a constant, you know, temp. You don't really need to worry about dropping the temperature unless you plan on breeding these guys. And right now she's of course too young to breed, so I'm not really worrying about dropping temperatures or whatever or whatnot. Cypress mulch. Oh yeah. So when you're measuring the temperatures, like you want, like this is dead. The battery just died. I gotta change it. This is an Accurate. Yeah, when you're measuring your temperatures and humidity, you always want to make sure you use digital or probe stuff to measure temperatures. Like I use a temp gun. I use this. You don't want to use this crap right here. These things right here. These things are horrible. I don't know why I have it in there. Well, Jay has this in here. This is his copper python. I don't know why he keeps it in there, but who knows. But that's her future boyfriend over there anyway. But see, his setups are kind of similar. Mine's look better, of course. But yeah, I don't know. You guys probably noticed, but I hold some of Jay's snakes at my house. You know, because we're working on breeding together, so I decided, and I have a more understanding mother, so we decided to just keep some of most of his reptiles at my house too, so we do this whole breeding thing together, whatever. But yeah, so now back to my girly over here. What else to say? Oh yeah, so like I was saying, you know, you want to use digital. Everything digital or probe. Then little circular gauge things right there. Those are complete trash. Don't use them. Your snake will probably die. I'm not gonna say it's gonna die, but it's not a good guess. Well, that's pretty much what you're doing, is guessing, because those things can be off by like 10 degrees or 10%, and that's the difference between 50% humidity and 40% humidity. 10 is a lot. So yeah. So I guess that's pretty much covering everything. I don't want to make this video over 10 minutes long, so I can't really say much more stuff without doing that. But yeah, here's a copper python once more. And notice that she's off the paper towel. Mites are gone. Hooray! Clap. But yeah. Oh, my bearded dragon right there, being an asshole. Get out of here. Move. Go. So yeah, here she is. Like I told you guys, if you had, well, that's all I can remember to tell you right now. But yeah, freshwater daily naturally. But that's how I do things. I rarely ever handle her. She'd probably be much more calmer if I handled her. But yeah. So that's pretty much it for now. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or even anything you want to add on to how you care for your copper python, feel free to add it. Get close. She has a lot of yellow on her. Feel free to add it. Peace out, guys. Vizardlord01 checking out.